The Prime Minister held a media conference in his courtyard in Canberra as he desperately tries to make up lost ground after his inexplicable delay to call a royal commission into the Bondi terror attack, the worst on Australian soil, we should remind ourselves, and the appalling rise of antisemitism. Now, he was flanked by Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke and the Attorney General Michelle Rowland to announce Parliament will be recalled for 2 days next week to debate and presumably pass what the three ministers called the toughest hate speech laws ever. Now, one does wonder why it took the Bondi attack for the government to move after 18 months of anti-Semitism in plain sight, plus attacks on Jewish businesses and places of worship. But here we are. This was the Prime Minister earlier today.
The motion will unequivocally condemn the terrorist atrocity perpetrated at Bondi Beach and commit our Parliament to eradicating the evil of anti-Semitism. And I'm hopeful that it can deliver a powerful statement by all members and senators voting for the condolence motion.
He left it to his Attorney General to put some detail around these new laws.
The bill introduces an aggravated hate speech offence for preachers and leaders who promote or threaten violence against protected groups or members of groups. There will be increases in penalties for hate speech offences relating to advocating or threatening force or violence against protected groups or members of groups and their property. It will make racial hatred an aggravating factor in sentencing in a number of Commonwealth crimes. It will create a regime for listing organisations whose leaders engage in hate speech or promote violence or racial hatred. And it also introduces a new racial vilification offence that criminalises inciting hatred based on the grounds of race.
As I said, what's it taken so long? Why has it taken you so long after the dreadful performance by people with anti-Semitism for month after month, year after year? Why so long? I mean, the opposition has already made the point they have not yet seen any of the detail, and they're going to go back to Canberra for 2 days next week to vote on this. Here was Home Affairs Minister Jonathan Duniam.
Well, I'm not in the business, and nor is the opposition, of signing blank cheques. Again, we haven't seen the legislation. I don't know how many pages it is. We have expressed concerns around the fact that the legislation is bundled up into one piece of legislation and it covers a range of different reforms. The fact that we have had very little consultation in the community, there will be a truncated process to examine these laws through the Senate and other committee processes. All of these things are a cause for concern, and so if we can pass it on Tuesday, great. We've wanted these laws passed and action taken urgently. We will not stand in the way of getting things done, but we want to get it right.
To me, this all seems too late, too rushed, too politically motivated, and in an attempt to clean up the mess that Labor leaders, especially Mr Albanese himself, had made in the reaction to the Bondi shootings. But it does leave the opposition in a very difficult spot, wedged, really, if they make too many attempts to change that bill.